If you can grow food in a sealed space module with zero margin for error, you can grow it on your kitchen counter. The actual limitation is not the physical space you have available. The limitation is your system. A dry seed looks inert, but inside is a complete biological engine. The exact moment a single drop of water hits the shell, you trigger an immediate structural reaction. We are conditioned to think food production requires acres of topsoil, heavy fertilizers, and months of direct sunlight. Because of this, we treat dry seeds as useless material until they are put into the ground. But a seed is actually designed to survive harsh conditions by locking its own internal energy reserves away. It uses chemical enzyme inhibitors, like phytic acid, to bind up its starches and keep the internal embryo completely inactive. Because of this chemical lock, those seeds can sit inside massive storage silos indefinitely without growing or decaying. The delay in getting fresh food from a seed is a flaw in how we use them, not a botanical limit. Introduce the right catalyst, and you bypass that waiting period instantly. In tightly controlled environments, efficiency is absolutely the only metric that matters. Hauling tons of heavy topsoil and waiting out long growth cycles simply isn't an option for off-grid or orbital systems. Instead of growing full, mature plants, the strategy shifts. You target the exact moment of seed activation. This process is called imbibition. When water floods the seed casing, it physically flushes out those chemical inhibitors and wakes up the dormant enzymes. Those newly active enzymes immediately go to work. They aggressively dismantle the complex, locked-up starches, converting them into highly bioavailable simple sugars and amino acids that a human body can easily absorb. This side-by-side bar chart shows exactly why this is so efficient. On the left, a mature plant takes 90 days to slowly develop its nutrients. On the right, the sprouting seed produces a massive exponential spike in nutritional density in just 3 days. By targeting this exact window, you compress weeks of traditional growth into a matter of days. You harvest the plant's biological engine while it runs at maximum output. To build this system, we strip away all unnecessary variables. You need only 5 basic items: one clean glass jar, a square of breathable cloth or mesh, a rubber band, clean water, and a handful of dry seeds. Step 1. Add a strictly measured small amount of seeds to the bottom of the jar. Warning tone: do not overcrowd the bottom. As these seeds activate, they will expand 10 times their original volume. If you pack too many in, they will suffocate and ruin the entire batch. Step 2. Fill the jar completely with water and leave it to soak in a dark place for 8 to 12 hours. This is the activation phase, where the seed begins absorbing moisture. Step 3. After the soak, drain all the stagnant water completely. Step 4. Rinse the seeds with fresh water and drain them again to wash away the expelled chemical inhibitors. Step 5. Place the jar upside down at an angle. This allows gravity to pull away excess water, while oxygen circulates continuously through the mesh. This hardware requires zero electricity, yet perfectly mimics the ideal natural conditions for explosive cellular growth. Now you enter the maintenance cycle. You must rinse and drain the seeds twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. Each rinse serves 2 essential functions. It refreshes the required moisture for the seeds, and it acts as an exhaust system to flush out the metabolic waste building up inside the jar. Within the first 24 hours, you will see a physical change. The smooth outer coats of the seeds will swell uniformly and begin to fracture. By day 2, the plenary root emerges. It breaks entirely through the hull and rapidly expands outward, filling the empty space. By day 3, growth accelerates. The twisting white roots and tiny leaves will multiply until they completely pack the internal volume of the glass jar. Check the health of your system daily. Look for crisp white roots and uniform swelling. The jar should have a clean, earthy smell. If it smells sour or rotten, your drainage angle is failing. By maintaining this exact equilibrium of oxygen and moisture, you remove all physical friction. The plant's cells scale up rapidly because nothing is limiting the process. A single jar yields one batch. True off-grid independence requires moving from an isolated harvest to a continuous, staggered supply chain. This chart maps the infinite loop protocol. It shows how starting a new jar every 1 to 2 A's creates overlapping phases. While jar A is ready for harvest, jar B is in the middle of its growth cycle, and jar C is just beginning its initial soak. To sustain this continuous loop, you must hit 3 critical control points: maintain consistent daily rinsing, ensure the proper drainage angle, and carefully limit the amount of dry seeds per jar to prevent overcrowding. When executed correctly, the final yield is substantial. A tiny handful of dry material transforms into a massive, dense volume of fresh food that tumbles out of a single jar. When you understand how to activate a seed, you stop depending on large systems for food. You replace land dependency with a continuous, closed-loop food source sitting right on your kitchen counter. Keep it clean, keep it consistent, let the system run.